Hey, what's going on, guys? Coming back at you with round 12 Dallas Regionals. We got Brandon with ArchieStoise versus Ben with DrampaGarb. See here, turn one, looks like Ultra Ball. We got the Archies coming out here from Brandon. Gonna be able to get out the Blastoise. So I probably won't hit the follow with all the micro plays on the Blastoise player's side, but I'll do my best. He did get the Blastoise off here. His hand's okay, nothing super special. I would commit the 3 water energy to the active here if I was Brandon, and plan to just start attacking with the Volcanion. Let's see what he does go for, though. Yeah, I would definitely commit the 3 water energy to the active here if I was Brandon. Really no reason not to. I don't know what he's planning to find on his next turn that wouldn't have him committing the 3 water energy to the active here. We see Bridget here, and we see that Ben does play Wobbuffet. So if he is able to find a Float Stone or a DCE and retreat into that, it's going to be... it's going to spell Doom for Brandon. The retreat into the Wobbuffet, having put no water energy in play, means he's just not going to be able to attack for a very long time. Yeah, I definitely do. Either way, I do think this matchup is pretty favored for Ben as long as he's able to set up. We see the retreat to Wob, which completely shuts down anything Brandon can do. Definitely would have been in a way better spot if he had put the 3 water energy on his active Volcanion. He's going to go attach to the active now, and I expect pass. He is going via Seeker for Tay and Liza. Okay, so he's going to go with the Tay and Liza. I think going attach pass would have been fine, and then attach pass, and then attach attack. Force Ben to do something, but I guess by then you're gonna get ability locked and get ability locked out of the game anyways. I guess as Brandon here, you could look for the Guzma on this turn or the coming up turn. Oof, no Guzma in that hand. He does have Letter and Mail, but there's no reason to play. No, you play the Letter here. There's no reason to play the Mail yet, though. You wait for the Mail until next turn and look to hopefully find a Guzma, I think, off of it. And then be able to set up a Whale or something on the following turn. But I would wait and see what the top deck is. So I would just go pass here if I was Brandon. He's going with the Trainer's Mail. I don't think there's really a reason to play the Trainer's Mail here, because you can't really find anything that you'd probably use, especially when you're using it to look for a supporter on the following turn. You wouldn't want to play it until the next turn when you would actually use the supporter itself anyway. So I don't like that Trainer's Mail use there from Brandon. Over on Ben's side, we see N, Juniper, Choice Band. I like to see him just play the Juniper. He gets options to access to all those supporters for options. Definitely Choice Band to Trubbish and Juniper. Yeah. Looking for Float Stone, Ability Lock Garb, and a Trash Avalanche as well. So he can start attacking himself. I see a Trubbish. I see Float Stones. I see Choice Band. DCE to Lele. No need. Yeah, I would bench the other Trubbish at this point. Trash Avalanche is your main attacker in this matchup. DCE to Lele and pass. Back over to Brandon. Thinking attach is active. I don't see a reason to play the Via Seeker for the Tay and Liza. You'll be attacking next turn anyways. So yeah, using Tay and Liza here, kind of, I don't know. You could find the Guzma, but you're going to be attacking with the Volcanion next turn anyways. I would also expect Ben to find a way to set up Ability Lock Garb on his following turn. I mean, this game is just kind of a mess for Brandon. I would be scooping very soon here if I was him in the next couple turns. There's 5. He's got Shaman, Via Seeker, Order Pad, Professor's Letter. I could see playing the Professor's Letter right now to get 2 waters. We'll see what he ends up going with. Yeah, just gonna be a pass. I think I'm fine with that. Try and limit the items that you have in your discard pile. There's already a ton of items in there, and it's just gonna keep racking up. You definitely don't want your Volcanion to be one-shot here. Floatstone to Wob. Would also like to see, yep, Floatstone to Trubbish, and then it's going to be the Colress. I also would have liked to have seen, I think, the Choice Band to the Trubbish, the other Trubbish as well. Brandon's deck does not play a lot of tool removal, or generally the deck does not play a lot of tool removal. I doubt it changes here. I doubt he's playing all of a sudden way more tool removal than the average person. I think he's probably playing about the same, which is usually 1 Field Blower and sometimes a Faba. There's the Garbodor. Ability Lock. So that's it for abilities for Brandon, unless he does play a Field Blower or Faba and is able to find it. I don't think there's enough items for the Trash Avalanche to one-shot the Volcanion, so I think I would like to see retreat to Lele and just hit it with Lele. Yep. I would like to see him evolve to Trash Avalanche and attach the energy to Trash Avalanche, though, because I don't see a reason not to do that. Just get those cards out of your hand, get them in play. You don't know if Brandon plays something like N or not. Yeah, so I definitely would like to see the Psychic Energy and the Trash Lance come down on this Trubbish. There's really no reason for it not to happen. Here's an order pad from Brandon. Tails. Got another one. And now the items are really starting to rack up here for Brandon. There we go. There's the heads. Yeah, this matchup is already pretty favored for Brandon. And then the Wobbuffet is kind of just like insult to injury. He does play a Field Blower, and he does grab it here. So he is going to get access to abilities here. Yeah, not evolving to that Garbodor is actually like a big deal here. Now Brandon can potentially pull off the GX attack and sweep all the Trubbishes off the board, leaving Ben no way to actually deal with a Wailord Magikarp GX. But if he at least had evolved this to a Garbodor, it wouldn't get knocked out. So I have no idea why he didn't evolve this to a Trash Lance. I'm almost positive he has a Trash Lance in hand. Let's take another look here. That's Trash Lance, right? I'm almost positive that's a Trash Lance. Oh, that's an ability lock Garb. Maybe he doesn't have a Trash Lance. Yeah, maybe not. The energy coming down on the whale. Setup. He maybe doesn't have a Trash Lance. Maybe I missed that. So there was a mistake here by Brandon. Definitely should have put one of these energies on the active so you can make sure to retreat it and then pull those 3 energy out of the discard pile. I guess it might be about the same both ways. You have to find an energy anyways. Brandon's hand is not great. 1 water, and I think he has no follow-up. There's the retreat. He's going to be able to knock out the Lele, but I don't think he can actually pull off the GX attack here. Probably energy, get rid of the Blastoise and the Silent Lab. I don't see those being very useful anymore. There we go. 3 more to the whale, and it's just going to be... Oh, he hasn't used a supporter yet. No, actually, he's good to go. He's good to go. Brandon's good to go. Definitely good to go. But yeah, he could have used 1 less superior energy retrieval here and then potentially hit the combo of Battle Compressor superior energy retrieval if he had just attached the Prism Star Volcanion, which has to happen no matter what for him to move it. So he should have attached to the Prism Star Volcanion first instead of committing 3 all down on the Wailord. Then he would have had 1 more superior energy retrieval in his deck, which could potentially lead to Battle Compressor plus superior energy retrieval combo. There's a Battle Compressor. Looks like that's a Kingdra. Definitely get rid of that. Definitely get rid of the Lele as well. Lele's useless at this point, I believe, as well. I don't think you're going to use the Lele at all. Yeah, Lele and Archie should both probably go. Fisherman's going, it looks like. Does play the Fisherman. We'll definitely get rid of the Lele. See, and he has a Battle Compressor here, which means if he had just had another superior... And he has a Trainer's Mail in hand, so if he had just had... not used the second superior energy retrieval, it might have changed his odds of hitting something off this Trainer's Mail, leading to him just discarding all the energy with the Battle Compressor. I think he got a Computer Search, which I think means he probably should have a way to get it. Computer Search is coming down. Maybe not. I don't see a Shaman. I don't think he actually has it. Yeah, I don't think he actually has it. If he had just not discarded the second superior energy retrieval, he could have Battle Compressor away triple water and then played for that. Oh no, he's got a Shaman. He's got a Shaman. He should have it here easy then. Yeah, there's 2 water. Boom, boom. GX attack. Yeah, if Ben did have a Trash Lance in his deck, he definitely messed up. Or in his hand, he definitely messed up here. We'll find out in just a second. The whale is ready to go. He top deck a Trash Lance if he didn't have it in hand. But I'm almost positive he had a Trash Lance in hand. I'm almost positive I saw a Trash Lance. Now I'm not sure. He maybe top decked that. I think he top decked Sudowoodo actually. I'm not sure. But now Ben's in a really bad spot. Definitely hasn't lost yet, but needs to get some Trubbishes out. Needs access to Trash Lance ASAP, or he will probably just lose this game. There's an N. Putting Brandon down to 3, but Brandon has an attacker set up for sure this turn, which is the Whale. The Wailord will just knock out the Lele on Brandon's next turn. There's no way for Ben to knock out the Wailord on his turn this turn. Yeah, second DC wouldn't do anything. I mean, it'd be nice, but it wouldn't knock it out. There's Treasure. There's another Trubbish. It should be coming out right now. All right. Do have a Trubbish. That's good. Definitely still possible for Ben to win this game. We should see the other Lele hit the field this turn. I think we should try and see a 2-shot with Lele's here. Yeah, the other Lele should come down here. He can 2-shot it with back-to-back Lele's and then try and clean up with a Trash Lance and use N on the next turn to end Brandon to 1. So we should see this other Lele hit the field here. Just search out a supporter. You just want it in play. I mean, you don't know Brandon's list for sure. He could play second Field Blower on that Floatstone, and then you might not be able to get into the second Lele. So just play it down here if I was him. Goes with the energy drive. Probably shouldn't be a huge deal. I don't think Brandon plays 2 field blower. I'd be very surprised if he did. Did you see a second whale in Brandon's hand? I don't think he's gonna play that down. Actually, this Trubbish should probably become an ability lock Garb and just knock this out with Lele next turn, and then try and look for an ability lock Garb plus off the N. Looks like we are gonna see him retreat. I don't know what he's retreating to. It's gonna be the Prism Star. Double prop. Superior for 4. So he is planning to attack with the Prism Star Volcanion this turn. 3 to that. I would also commit that 1 energy back down. I'm not sure how I feel about this play because I don't actually know what it does. Oh no, he gets to KO the Wobbuffet. Okay, I actually like that. He gets to KO the Wobbuffet. I missed that. The Wobbuffet has 100 on the bench. I actually like this play from Brandon then. Protect the big Whale Lord for a turn. Just attack with the Prism Star Volcanion. There's 100, and you get the knockout on the Wobbuffet, which is the big deal here. And then if he goes around your Prism Star Volcanion to KO the Whale Lord, then the Prism Star can like potentially KO the Lele with a Guzma or something. I think Ben actually should just scoop at this point. I don't think it's possible for Ben to win the game anymore. We'll see if he has something up his sleeve. I don't think there's anything. There's a Wonder Tag. He is going to go for the Guzma. Alright, so now you're just hoping Brandon doesn't have access to set up another Whale Lord or a Guzma of his own. Yeah, there's DCE, Guzma up the Whale. Knockout, hoping for the best here as Ben. Oh, there it is. The Giratina into the Volcanion Prism Star. So Brandon just had game on board, so Ben definitely should have... I didn't see it, but beating the game is definitely a difference. Okay, great start here from Ben. Opening Wobbuffet plus Parallel City. I would almost even just scoop this turn as Brandon. That's going to be hard to come back from. Why we saw him do it last game, he might be able to do it again this game. I would definitely consider almost scooping here as Brandon, though. If your opponent opens the Wobbuffet and a Parallel City, you're in trouble. But they do have plenty of time left, and what's it called, can win pretty fast. ArchieStoise. Trubbish Treasure from Ben. Should see double Trubbish coming out here. Yep, second Trubbish. Psychic to one of the Trubbishes, and then pass over to Brandon. It is possible Brandon... Is it possible Brandon pulls off the combo this turn? I actually don't think it's possible. Here we see an order pad. I think this is for the Archies. I think that is going to be a whiffed Archies now. So we should just see bench Whale Lord, attach Whale Lord, Lele for Tate and Liza. This looks like he's going to go with attach to Shaman. Wonder Tag. Still should be for Tate and Liza, I would imagine. I guess you don't want to bench the Whale Lord yet because you are limited to 3 with the Parallel City. Meaning it's going to be harder to like bench stuff out of your hand because you might have to like set up the Archies without having actually a good attacker in play. So yeah, I agree with not benching the Whale Lord here. Just kind of go for the Tate and Liza because you might have to like bench like, I don't know, say an egg or let's say another Lele and something else. And then if the Whale Lord comes on your bench first, it's just going to clog up your bench. Looks like a not so great draw here from Brandon. Does find a Battle Compressor, which is nice. We'll be able to get rid of some eggs, some Blastoise, maybe an Archies. But the rest of his hand definitely does not allow him to pull off the Archies. Gets rid of Tina, Blastoise, Egg. Second Battle Compressor coming out here. Should see if there's the Kingdra, the other Blastoise. Looks like he's going for Blastoise, Water, and potentially an Archies. I would only do this if the other Lele's prize and there's only one Archies, or if there's 2 Archies, you definitely get rid of one of the Archies. Looks like he doesn't want to get rid of the second Blastoise. If there's a Kingdra in there, then you definitely want to get rid of that. I actually don't know for sure if Brandon plays the Kingdra. I think he discarded it in game 1 with the Battle Compressor, but I actually don't know for sure. He might not actually play Kingdra. Second Blastoise should definitely hit the discard pile here, though. That's Brandon. I think I did see a Giraffe in Ben's deck, though. So we could see him here just go get lost, get rid of both Blastoise potentially here. We'll see. We'll see if he does or not. Pass over to Ben. Ben draws. It's a Rainbow Energy. That doesn't do anything. He has a Stretcher in hand as well. So you just go play N. I don't know why he's taking so long on this one. Yep, there we go. Finally plays the N. I think I did see a giraffe in Ben's deck, though, so we could just see the get lost of both Blastoises here. And I doubt Brandon knows that he plays giraffe, so I think it'll be a surprise to him, for sure. Alright, where was I? Ben used end. Looks like he found nothing, and then pass over to Brandon after the end. Yeah, nothing great out of Ben's hand. I don't think anything... it doesn't look like Brandon quite has... Oh, he has computer search, so he should have it somehow here. Yeah, he definitely has it. I wouldn't attach that water, though. I think you might have to use the superior to get the one water out of the discard pile here as Brandon. Maybe he does have it set up, though. We'll see. I think he... Oh, he's just going to go with the Sky Return, it looks like. It looks like he had the Archies out of hand, though. Interesting. I'm actually curious as to why he did that. He definitely could have set up the Archies. Maybe he's planning for some longer game plan here as Brandon. He might just be trying to make a bunch of plays that just like waste time and then just win through winning game one, I guess. He's just gonna sit here and Sky Return over and over again, I guess, potentially. He doesn't have a ton of items in his discard pile, so Trash Avalanche isn't overly pressuring him right now. He definitely could have got off the Archies with that current hand, but it is a bad matchup. Maybe he just knows that, and he's like, well, if it's gonna take Ben forever to start taking knockouts, and he's just not gonna be able to take the knockouts in the time that we have left, then you can just win through pretty much draw passing as Brandon. We'll see. We'll see what if Ben is able to set up anything anytime soon. Definitely should look to just start setting up Berserk here, I feel like. Could look for Berserk on the next turn. He does have a Drampa in hand, so we can bench one of the Drampas, attached to it, attach the Choice Band. Ability Lock Guard would also be pretty good here to set up from Ben. Or at least grab a Trash Avalanche. Definitely protect the Trubbishes. I would definitely look to set up Berserk here, though, as Ben. There is the 30 damage on the Wobbuffet, so that's the damage you need to start using Berserk. Ben seems to have no idea what he wants to grab here. Should definitely just grab a Trash Avalanche, I think, and put it on the Trubbish. Yeah, grab Trash Avalanche, put it on Trubbish. And then I want to see him bench Drampa, attach to it, attach Choice Band to it. And then look to start Berserking. He's going with the Psychic Energy attached to the Wobbuffet. I don't like that at all. I don't think that really does anything at all. I think you eventually just look for a Float Zone to retreat this to a Drampa and just start Berserk one-shotting stuff. So yeah, not a big fan of that play at all from Ben here. Attach to the Lele from Brandon, and I think we'll just see him pass here. Yeah, definitely would like to just see Ben just start setting up Berserk and being aggressive here. Because it definitely seems like this game could end up in a situation where he attaches the Choice Band as well. Drampa, and then there's the Colors finally. I definitely would have liked to have seen him set up Drampa over setting up this Wobbuffet. Just attach both things. Attach the first Psychic, attach the Choice Band to Drampa. You play 4 Float, you'll eventually move your Wobbuffet. See a Treasure here. Definitely gonna get rid of that Bridget. I would like to see him. Oh, gets rid of the Sycamore. I think his last card in hand is, or his last supporter in hand is a Bridget. Definitely would like to see a Trubbish here. Yep. And then he's got a Trash Avalanche in hand. He can evolve that other Trubbish into. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, it's 2 Sycamores. I thought it was Bridget Sycamore. And then we see him hit for 40 damage. It will start to stack up pretty quickly. But Brandon can actually just knock out this Wobbuffet by attaching to his active. So, once again, I still would have liked to have seen him just set up the Drampa. I don't know why about this attaching to the Wobbuffet. And then nothing on Ben's side is actually hitting him very hard. The Trash Launch, I think, is only doing like 40 damage or something. So, what's it called? He's also going to bring the Tina out, I think, to just try and to send that up next turn and just stall. Yeah, we're going to see 10 on the Trash Avalanches. And then I believe knock out the Wobbuffet here from Brandon. I believe the Trash Avalanche is doing 40 damage. I don't actually know for sure. But I think we definitely will see Brandon send up the Giratina promo, or the Giratina with Distortion Door next turn. And just let it sit there. Not big via Seeker, not great from Ben, but we do see the Sycamore. Excuse me. There's a Treasure and there's a Float Stone. So finally going to see the Ability Lock Carb set up. Took him long enough. Not that he was able to set it up earlier, but finally see it set up here. I believe he has a Float Stone in hand as well. DCE should come down to the Lele, yeah. And then Trash Avalanche for, I believe, okay, 60. There's 3 items in the discard pile. So not even going to be able to KO it next turn unless he finds a Choice Band. So we should just see the water come down to the Prism Star Volcanion and then hit for 60 on Ben's side and just actually look to set up the Prism Star Volcanion. And it will actually do quite a bit of work here. So this is why, another reason setting up Berserk would have been really good. Especially if Ben plays Muscle Man, you can actually even KO this Prism Star Volcanion with the Berserk. I believe it will just be a pass here, or a hit for a 60 here onto the Trash Avalanche. And yeah, if Ben does not find a... Ben does not find a Choice Band or Muscle Band here, he actually can't KO this Lele next turn. It will actually go all the way. He definitely should not put another item in the discard pile here as Brandon, unless he is looking to set up the... What's it called, finally? The Archies. Which I guess he could be. He already attached for a turn, though, so I don't think he can. No, he can, actually. And then he Ultra Balls those two away. Yeah. Superiors gets 1 water back. And then Ultra Ball those 2 away. And then if the Archie... Oh, keeping the water. I guess he can use the... what's it called? Ability of Volcanion right now. Looks like he will be able to set up the Archie, though, this turn. And then, I don't know what his plan is from there. The GX attack on the Wailord isn't that great on this turn. He does have to use the ability because he already attached, though. There's the ability, forcing Ben to send something else into his active. I think probably the... I'm thinking the ability lock Garb is probably the best thing to set up here, because then it can't be KO'd by the... I don't think you'd GX with Wailord anyways. Actually, if he sends up the... Oof. I think he actually should... No, because there's already the Tina on the bench. I was saying the Tina could come out and then set up both Trash Lunches and then he could GX, but the Tina's on the bench already, so... Yeah, I don't think the GX attack is just ever happening here from Brandon. Actually, I don't even know what he's going to go for this turn. He could try and get the knockout, I guess. That does look like what he's going for here, actually. Try and get the knockout on the Trampa, go down to 3 prizes, and then the Wailord will be able to draw another prize, putting him down to 2 prizes, and then I'll have to find 2 more prizes to close out the game, which I think is actually going to be pretty tough here for Brandon. I don't know how he's going to be able to actually close out this game. I mean, if he keeps his items reasonably low, then it shouldn't be too hard, I guess. We should be seeing Propagation Egg Ultra Ball here. I think he's probably going to grab a Shaman, if there's any left. Yep, there is a Shaman, and then we'll see the Trainer's Mail looking for energy retrieval, I assume. Try and set up that Wailord to get the knockout on this Drampa. There's the Trainer's Mail. There's an Order Pad. Order Pad gets the Superior Energy Retrieval. So that's 4 of the energy, and then he just needs 1 more energy. Oh, he's going to go with the setup first. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because then if he hits something else... If he hits a Superior Energy Retrieval, then he can, like, Order Pad into the Professor's Letter. Yeah, that makes sense. Now we're gonna see the Order Pad for the potentially Superior Energy Retrieval. We'll see. This Water Energy go to hand, yeah. And Order Pad. Oof, the heads. I assume we'll see a Superior Energy Retrieval come out here. Yep, there it is. And we will have a whale attacking this turn. I can't imagine Brandon would attack with anything else. He could attack with the Prism Star Volcanion, actually. And then look to use the GX attack with the Wailord. That wouldn't be worth it, though, right? No, yeah, just attack with the... Just GX attack. For water. He's going to end up with 2 water in the discard pile once he retreats the Lele. Oh, he is going to go with the Prism Star Volcanion, actually. I wonder how many items are in Brandon's discard pile, then, that he's not super scared of. And then commits it all to Lele. So I guess this means the Lele will be able to knock out Trash Avalanche. Yeah, so he's going to go with the 100 spread 20s to all the Garbodors, and then Lele can knock out a Trash Avalanche or the Drampa. If the Drampa attacks, I don't think the Drampa's going to be attacking. Or it can knock out the... can almost knock out the other Lele. But the big thing is it knocks out Trash Avalanche. And then if Ben goes Guzma knock out your Lele with a Trash Avalanche, he can go Prism Star Volcanion knock out that Trash Avalanche. But then there's going to be another Trash Avalanche to deal with. So Ben really just needs to find a Floatstone here to move his active Drampa. Or DCE actually is just as good. DCE works fine here. And then he just wants a tool for the Garbodor. Get a tool on the Garbodor. And then you're actually pretty much good to go here as Ben. If there's a Chorus in here, we should definitely see the Chorus be used here. Chorus for 9. Via Secret Chorus for 9. Get a tool on the ability lock Arbiter. Try and find another Trubbish. Try and find another Psychic Energy. And I think Ben will pretty much have this game locked up. I don't know how Brandon can actually deal with 2 Trashlanch Garbodors back to back. I don't think he has a way to. We'll see. There's the Float Stone for the ability lock Garb. No Psychic Energy, no Trubbish though. So that's a little unfortunate there from Ben. Maybe a Trubbish? No, it's a Shuppet. Not quite a Trubbish. There's the knockout on that. Now he just needs to knock out this Lele. And once he knocks out the Lele, I don't know how Brandon is going to be able to draw another prize. Oh, he's going to send it to Wailord. So he's going to go Guzma knock out the Garbodor actually. Get rid of that. He'll have access to abilities on his next turn. No water energy left with the Professor's Letter. He'll be down to 4 prizes. He'll be able to knock out this. He can GX knock out Drampa plus one of the Garbodors. But once again, if Ben just knocks out this with Trashlanch and then knocks out the Wailord with Trashlanch, he just wins the game. He can maybe even knock out the Wailord this turn, and I think that's what he's going for by sending up this. He also got the second Psychic Energy, which is awesome. For him, there's the Choice Band, and then he should have Guzma knock out Wailord. Yep. And then he just needs to knock out the Shaman or the Lele, and I don't think Brandon can draw 4 prizes in a turn, so I think we will have Ben winning this one. But with how much time is left, I think we are going to see this end up coming to a tie here. Lele comes active here from Brandon, but I don't see a way for him to ever win the game here. You would have to, like, I don't even know. He doesn't have any other non-GX attackers, I don't think, besides the Blastoise. But then he would have to set up another Blastoise as well alongside that. So that's what he could do. He could go attack with Blastoise, Archie's another Blastoise, and then hope Ben doesn't have Guzma, which we know he does have in his hand. Here's the computer search from Brandon. But I don't even know if he can pull off an Archie's. Yeah, I think I would like to see Brandon just scoop here. Especially after he searches through his deck. There shouldn't be any means of a win condition here. So I would like to see Brandon just go ahead and scoop here, knowing he can't win. There's not much time left. But there's definitely enough time for the Wailord deck to win the game. I don't know if there's enough time for the DrampaGarb player to win if the Wailord player doesn't want them to win. They don't have to put items in the discard pile. They can just draw and put basics in play, and that's it. Yeah, there's the scoop. All right, cool. Going to game 3 here. Definitely like the scoop here. Try and conserve as much time as possible. All right, we do have Brandon going first. He has a Battle Compressor. That hand should for sure be able to set up an Archie's, I think. As long as that is a... No, he's got the Ultra Ball for the... Ultra Ball for the Lele for the... What's it called? Boom. Ultra Ball, Lele, Wonder Tag, Archie's. So he's got the turn 1 Archie's all set up. Now it's just going to come down to if he can actually draw 6 prizes in 3 minutes. I'm betting on no. I don't think this one's going to end favorably for either player. I think we're going to see a tie. Got the Prism Star. Definitely wants to load that up ASAP. Double Compressor. I definitely want to play the Order Pad first if I was Brandon here, and definitely see what the... I guess you can play 1 Compressor and then play Order Pad. There's just going to be 3 things you can discard, and then see what the Order Pad, if the Order Pad is a heads or not, and then decide what else to get rid of. And there goes Kingdra, Tina, and then it should just get rid of the other Blastoise, I assume. You don't know what if the Order Pad's going to give you a heads or not, so I would definitely like to see him check the Order Pad first. He might go for Order Pad looking for Superior, and that's why he's getting rid of the energy here. Just looking to set up Prism Star Volcanion and try and be as aggressive as possible with that. Could definitely see that being his game plan. We really need to know if there's a head on the Order Pads or not. Here's the Order Pads finally. Tails. So Brandon's hand is just dead. He was definitely looking for, I think, what did I say? Superior Energy retrieval right there, and they would have compressed away 3 other Water Energy. Play the Superior Energy Retrieval, gotten the waters back, and set up the Prism Star Volcanion to start attacking on the next turn. Excuse me. We see the turn 1 Lele here from Ben. I don't know if he's going to go for the Bridget. Looks like he has to go for like a Sycamore here. The rest of the hand is not good. It does have a Parallel City, which is super nice to get out early in the game. Definitely would like to see him playing faster. He looks like he's an eye at the N. I don't know what he's trying to keep in this hand if he's going for N. Oh, I guess he does have the ability lock Garb in hand. Yeah, that makes sense then. Going for the N. Yep, looks like he's going to go for the N. Definitely would want to see the Float Stone come down and a Parallel City. Yep, and then the N as a follow-up. Going to look for Wobbuffet probably. Definitely wants to find Wobbuffet here. Put that in the active. Stop Brandon from being able to set up. Like I said, I don't think the DrampaGarb player can win this game. I don't think either player is going to win this game with 30 seconds left here. I guess it's still possible for Brandon to win. So we definitely want to see the Wobbuffet hit the active here. And that'll pretty much solidify it with no one winning this game, I'm pretty sure. Yep, time's ticking down. 15, 13, 12. Wobbuffet will hit the active here, which means I don't think there's going to be any way for Brandon to be able to win the game before turns are up. There's the pass. Turn 1 here is Brandon. Yeah, there's going to be no way for this game to be closed out. So it is going to be a tie here between Ben and Brandon. I think this was actually played pretty cleanly by both players. The only misplay that was potentially by Ben was in that first game. I don't know if there was a trash lunch in his hand. I think I saw one. There maybe wasn't, though. And if there was, that definitely should have come down, and he definitely could have won game 1 based on just having that trash lunch in play. But if there wasn't, then it was fine how it ended up being played out. But yeah, we do see this one coming to a tie between Ben and Brandon. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, give it a like. If you enjoy the content, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Links to my social medias as well as my Twitch live stream in the description below. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.